Welcome, lovely Virgos, to your reading leading up to this new moon in beautiful Pisces, a very as we float towards the 13th when this new moon is. And it is a very sort of Neptunian time, a little bit of a time to allow yourself dreams, fantasies. Of course, there's always a shadow aspect of escapism, rah, 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 to do with that. But anyway, it's a nice period of time to go with the flow, and not be hesitant and going off in all sorts of wonderful tangents if you so desire. So let's see, we're doing a shortened Celtic cross for you today. We look at the central position. What is the basis of this? What has passed, where you're at now, and moving forward. And then we'll go back, clarify, get a journey map card from my own deck and a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy as a little bit of light cherry on top. So let's see, Virgo, at this current time, what are we looking at today? What is the story to be told today for beautiful Virgos, please? For beautiful Virgos. And there we go. So let's see, the face down. I'll talk about this initially and then we'll continue through. We'll keep the speed up. Wow. First card out of the starting gates. We have the Six of Wands. That it is the winning card. It's a card of winning. I have to say it. It is. And being valued for that. And others looking upon you as a winner. Often, one would say, with a great level of humility, you know that you are, because you have been, and I always say this, of service to others, Virgo. With the Six of Wands, we get the eight of discs. Now, we've worked hard. We've been working away at something here, and that is why it is often we get, I do think the last reading, maybe before the full moon, the Virgo reading did have a couple of eight of discs in it. It is about working and perfecting a skill. If we look at polarities, it could indicate a workaholic, but that's just a little bit too silly to say such a thing. It is about perfecting, mastering, being a craftsman or person, a craftswoman. It's a beautiful card because what comes from this repetitive work is a result that you really want to protect in its initial phases here. So it's interesting, crossed with that, obviously people are seeing the value in you. And it's possibly centered around your work, whatever that work is for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be technically a job that you go to and you come home from. This is work. This is work, and the basis. It is work, and it takes time. It takes time. The basis, we see the Knight of Discs underneath. Maybe this is something that you've been working on for quite a long time, dear Virgo. This is a very heavily Saturnian card, and I mean by that it's plugging away, it's chugging away, it's chipping away. But the thing too with the Knight, Yeah, I always get them mixed up. It is the Knight of Discs. Is that he is a great manager, in fact, as well. It is about, and this is where I said before, you know, this work that has been undertaken, you want to protect it, you want to foster it, make sure that it's been seen or appreciated in the environment where it belongs. I mean, in terms of context, if that makes sense. That's just what I'm getting here. And so the Knight is really about chipping away, you know, a great effort over time and management of that and the results that that brings. So it's pretty interesting, Virgo. I mean, that's pretty interesting indeed. Let's see what's behind Virgo at this current time. We'll keep going through the too many cards. Too many cards. Let's see what is behind Virgo at this time, please. What is behind Virgo? Just have to wait for a card to pop. What is behind Virgo? Wow. Behind you, my dear friends, is a gestation. So one would assume at this current time that this birthing, that this, and we see the seasonal elements in this card with the deciduous tree awaiting its buds and its foliage. This Princess of Discs is pregnant with a new project. I would say it's in regards to work or something that you're really truly passionate about, and this gestation is just taking a little bit of time. But this Princess of Discs, one of my absolute favorite cards. I love this card. You know, she's highly creative, and she's while she's waiting this gestation, she's lit up. I mean, maybe this is what people have been seeing and thus valuing it. This lit up, pregnant with potential princess. I find that quite lovely. All right, Virgo, let's keep going. Time waits for no man, unless you happen to be the Knight of Discs. Anyway, where are we at, Virgo? Too many there. Ah, really? At this current time. So we get a great lump coming out, but what I'm taking is the one that gingerly just flopped. Current position for you, Virgos, probably one of the stable cards. All the fours are incredibly stable. This is the happy home. This is the classic. Doesn't mean it's like a traditional family, whatever. It's the happy home. It's your base. It's where you get your nurturing, where you feel at your utmost, where you feel most comfortable, I'm trying to say. It's a place where you can just do whatever you want. It's your place. It's where you sit. It's where you stand. You know your ground here. You know your ground. Look, this is feeling like an incredibly, just not unusual, an incredibly confident Virgo at this current time. So moving forward is this gestating princess with the potentials, creative potentials, working hard. Has it been around? You know, it could be something to do with your home base. It could be new improvements. It could be a new family member. You know, it could be giving birth to something, a new extension, a baby. It could be all of that. But it is, at this current time, in regards to your place of nurture and comfort, your home. Let's see, Virgo. Oh, I had one card that dropped out for moving forward, but let's get another for moving forward, what's going on, and then a journey map and a pixie and fairy for you, Virgo. It looks like a lot of hard work, but you are benefiting from it currently. Moving forward for Virgo, please. Just one more card to see. Yeah, Earth Queen. Earth Queen. Calling all Earth Queens, Virgos or Kings. Moving forward, dear Virgos, we have the ultimate, the quintessential, and it is a sensual card of balance, of beauty, of harmony, of equal giving and receiving. Rejuvenation is what I feel, but I know that was in, I do think, that last reading of Virgos, reinvigoration, a resurrection of sorts. It's really centered around the home here and work, which is wonderful. This is a card of choice, and it's a card of love, and it's a card of balance. With that, we get this beautiful queen. So, you know, what's behind you is this gestating princess, but where you're moving to is this beautiful queen, this gorgeous, strong Capricornian, I say, because we see the goat here, but Earth Queen. Now she reviews, she looks back, because she's sitting on her throne. Here you are. I mean, it's pretty happy home, love, balance, harmony, equal energy in, energy out, energy in. There's a current, there's a flow. It's really harmonious. And here we have this queen. Looking back, she's made it. She's made it to the top of that hill. She's looking back. She's looking at her kingdom here. And it's not gender-based, you know, so it's not part of it. She sees the fertile ground. She sees where it's desert. She sees oases. But she sits there with the crystal on the end of that wand, and she does a review. You know, there's a lot of hard work that's gone on in here. Chip, chip, chip. And I think maybe as we move forward, dear Virgos, you get a chance to have a little bit of a breather and to bathe in that. And maybe it is about coincides with this very, very Neptunian new moon in Pisces, if you go along with that or whatever. So let's just see. We'll get a journey map card as an overall and a pixie and fairy for you, Virgo. It really does feel like a reading where there's no kind of farting around, for want of a better term. That you've had this sort of focus, you've had a vision for quite a long period of time, and you're kind of settling into being able to enjoy it now. It's really quite lovely. So a journey map card for beautiful Virgos, please, at this time. If we can have something jumping out, that'd be good. That'd be nice. Oh, as we float in a nice balanced, harmonic zone for beautiful Virgos. Oh, Beautiful Virgo. Let's see what this is. Excuse me, Virgo. I'm just going to have to grab that. Wow. Yeah, look, I do think this is about, it can be about, I think it's about work, quite honestly. Work, and this could be self-employment, whatever. Work, passion, your passion. Here we see it all summed up in one card with another beautiful Earth Queen actually in this card. We have Fortuna. Look, how long? Does anyone know how long does it take for a beautiful pearl to be given birth to be created? You know, it takes time. It takes a long time. This card is really quite simple in its meaning, Fortuna. You know, this luminescent, beautiful byproduct of a little bit of grit in a shell creates this amazing iridescent pearl. All this gradual time, chipping away at this project, at this passion, at this work. And we come to this point where we can actually look back and see all the efforts whilst we're cradled in this harmonic exchange, this balanced, beautiful position where we sit with Fortuna. I think that kind of sums it up, because there's a currency, there's a monetary, there's a connection between financial value and intrinsic personal integrity within this card. There's a connection between the two. It's a beautiful card. So let's get a pixie and fairy just to top it all off. And we had beautiful Fortuna. I'll get another card. Just one, please. Thank you. Oh, nope. Just one card for Virgo. They've been a bit stubborn, Virgo. A little bit stubborn. Wow. Hang on. All right. Look, somewhere along the line, the pixies and fairies say, this is a transformation for you. And I do think it's the point of new transition. You're transitioning into a new, I would suggest, more relaxed zone, because there's been a lot of work that's gone on up until this point, and it is now that you're enjoying it. You're really fully enjoying it. And this is a huge transformation. We get the purple lady, it's the death card, it's transformation, my friends. With that, in this deck, there's included a blank card, so you can put whatever you want on this card. It can be an aspect of yourself or whatever. It is what you want it to be, and this whole process in this reading is that it is what you want it to be, because you've done all this groundwork. Fantastic reading, Virgo. Absolutely marvellous. So hopefully this resonated for someone out there. We get what we get at any given time. So thanks for joining me, Virgo. Tune in if you so wish to for Time and Tides in this upcoming new moon in Pisces, which will be out later today. So thanks for joining me. Thank you very much and have a good day, Virgo. Have a wonderful day.